Alright, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Captions are not working here. Why are they not working here? Let me see, I'm gonna have to look into that. Oh, wait, maybe the captions are too low? No, that can't be right. Alright, captions, what's going on with you? Why are you not showing up? Are you actually not working? Or is something wrong with you? Let me see. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. The captions just do be not working. At least, not on stream. For whatever reason. But if I move it here... No. No. But the thing's working. Oh, maybe it is too low. It was too low. For whatever reason, it was too low. Okay, there's a way to fix that. Let's move this. Let's move this up. Test, 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 test. There we go. Right here. Right there. Somewhere right there. And gotta squish it next. Gotta squish it to center it. I need to find a better way to do my subtitles. It just is a bit finicky. It's extremely finicky if I really think about it. Do I even need subtitles these days? I wonder. I feel like it helps a little bit, but it's just one extra little thing that may or may not be that helpful at the end of the day. Or maybe I just need a different subtitle thing that doesn't use Chrome to capture from. That's probably it. Anyway, good morning everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you might be. We are back with Nihongo Sundays. There's a pun in there somewhere. You just gotta find it. But anyway, we're back to Japanese Learning Sundays, and for the longest time, we were doing kanji reviews, kanji drills, I suppose, with WaniKani. I haven't been able to touch WaniKani in what seems like months. I have been stuck, basically, in level 20 WaniKani, not because it's been giving me trouble. Mostly because I just haven't had time to sit down and do those drills. And now I am up to 1,200, soon to be 1,300 at the end of this week. Kanjis to review. And I find that a little bit ridiculous. Now, part of me is kind of saying I should go back to WaniKani and get that backlog cleared up. However, I may not touch it for a while for one tiny little reason. Hold up, I think I need to also do something here with the captions. Chroma key? No, not chroma key. Color correction? I think we need a background. There's gotta be a way to do it like... But oh wait, I think how do we do this? Anyway, I'll figure this out as we talk. But anyway, I would go back to WaniKani if I have a little bit more time. And I guess these days it's not so much motivation. I feel like it's not so much motivation that I haven't really gotten back into it, though I have gotten a little bit busy. I'm making a lot of excuses right now, but just hear me out. I gotten a tiny little bit busy with uh, with things, personal life mainly, and just haven't had time to sit down and do my kanji stuff. Um, but I think what drove it home recently with the the kanji stuff is that, well, not necessarily kanji, okay? I guess I need to back up here quite a bit. It's morning, I woke up 2 hours ago and I haven't quite woken up. Mentally speaking, I have some black tea here that I just started sipping, but caffeine and me don't really get along too well. So I gotta take in very small doses, even in tea form apparently. I saw this picture on Twitter. Take it for a grain of salt. But I saw this picture on Twitter where it showed the caffeine levels of various drinks. Apparently green tea and black tea hover around 50 milligrams of caffeine. I don't know if that's per cup or what, but you know, it's 50 milligrams of caffeine, probably pretty small for some people's standards. But for me, it's just enough. It's just enough. Not tea. Coffee apparently is 3 times that of tea. Even higher if you go the cold brew route. And apparently, if you really want to overdose yourself with caffeine, there is the Panera charged lemonade that has been since discontinued from what I understand. The charged lemonade contains 350 milligrams of caffeine. Or at least it used to, because like I said, they no longer sell it. If I'm not mistaken. And I'm mistaken about a lot of things, it seems. So that may not be saying much. In any case, I had an interview recently for a language school. And the language school interview, I guess, is supposedly tailored, at least this particular one, around your supposed Japanese level. I mean, I guess there's also various different language schools where you can start from the very bottom and they'll build you up. I intentionally picked one that was a little bit slightly intermediate, I guess, where you need a minimum level to get in. Like, I think that at the very least they ask you to be proficient in katakana and hiragana, which I can do most of it. I get tripped up with a few things, especially with katakana. Hiragana I can do mostly 95 to 99%. If I'm not confused at the time. Thankfully, they don't ask you to know kanji, and thankfully when they did the test with me, the kanji had all furigana, so that helps a lot. That helps a lot. Where I fall, and in my Japanese practice, and this is 100% on me, 100% because I've just never really maybe understood it or tried to understand it. It's a little bit of both, maybe. And maybe also I'm just satisfied with where I am despite me bumbling through supposedly basic phrases. I can understand people to an okay degree as long as the sentence structure isn't too complicated. But when you start adding particles like de, he, ni, and sometimes the occasional wo, I get confused really quickly. The one thing I will say Wanikani did for me is it gave me a lot of vocabulary to start with. not start with. It gave me a lot. It helped me learn a lot of vocabulary that I otherwise probably would have had trouble with. Yeah, basically, it gave me a lot of vocabulary. I wanted to sound like I knew what I was talking about, but it's also morning. Forgive me for that one. Um, so, and it also helped me be able to read some kanji without needing the furigana, so that's a huge plus. I really should get back to wanikani eventually, but because of how the interview with the language school turned out, specifically, it made me realize just how bad my grammar is. And I really just need to brush up on that. Now, there's a couple of ways I could have approached that grammar problem. And it's either do wagotabi, which wagotabi is great and all that. But right now, the way wagotabi is, it's just not far enough, I feel like, to really help me with my grammar problems. And so people have suggested to try Renshuu, or at least use Renshuu in conjunction to wanikani to learn with. And I've been on Renshuu on and off. When I first started Renshuu, I had no idea how to navigate this site. It's a little confusing, to be honest. It's like you put modules in your dashboard, and it's like, how do you study? Where do you go? That kind of thing. Apparently they have a community tab over here where it basically works like I guess there's a forum kind of thing, but there's also, yeah, it basically works like an old forum or Reddit, and that's how you use it. Apparently, I guess there's also a Discord, which I haven't visited either one. There's this cow garden thing, which I guess you can create stuff. This doesn't do anything as far as your Japanese learning, as far as I could tell. Shiritori, countercut, crosswords. All little practices that can help you get a little bit better with your Japanese stuff. As well as your lesson schedule down here. Now, as far as I know, there's no real way to skip all the stuff you already know. There might be, I just haven't found it. But, so because of that, I begrudgingly started all the way from the beginning with hiragana and katakana until I got through all of it. And I still miss my hiragana here and there, but katakana, the no, shi, su, and so, not su, no, shi, so, and en. That still throws me off. Though the way they write it here in Renshuu, it's a little bit easier to differentiate, but I still get tripped up a lot by those. They look so similar. Seriously, Japan. Why did you do it like this? It could look so much different, but someone decided, hey, let's make these things extremely similar to each other. For what reason? I will never get over that. I will never get over that language design choice. It's just so weird. But now I'm at the level in Renshuu where I can start learning the basics of grammar. And maybe it's extremely basic for a lot of people, but it still doesn't help. It still doesn't hurt to refresh it. And I'm doing a little Tai Kim on the side, but Tai Kim's a little bit of a weird situation where I kind of need to know what I'm looking for if I'm not going through every single lesson one by one. And the amount of practice you get on there isn't, it's definitely not as robust. But the explanations, for quick explanations, is pretty good though, so I use a little bit of both. So basically what I need to get a little bit better in case I need to talk to someone a little bit more effectively is just really brush up on my grammar. Vocabulary will come when vocabulary will come. It's nice that I got a huge vocabulary boost from Wanikani, but my grammar is shitto. So I need to get a little bit better at it. And I feel like Renshuu is one of the easier ways right now while I wait for Wagatabi to build up its content. And for the free version of Renshuu, it seems to do fairly well. On top of that, you do have little comic lessons over here that is all in Japanese, mostly in Japanese, and then the translation, but at least you can practice reading this. It's fairly simple Japanese, right? Fairly simple Japanese. And if you really want to, you can collect like manga pages that are entirely in Japanese. So, oh, there's a little translation down below I didn't notice before. Anyway, it still helps you with reading comprehension, so that's nice. So what I would like to do today is spend a little bit of time going through my reviews with the hiragana and katakana, the Japanese word basics, and then maybe a few what do you call this, grammar stuff. I think when I did the grammar stuff, I covered wa, ga, wo, and no. So really super basic stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through it then. I'm just gonna go through it then because there's quite a few here to, what do you call it? There's quite a few things to go through. All right. Let's see. Ma? Oh yeah, I guess this is mostly what do you call this? For these kinds of things. For these kinds of things, multiple choice, which helps a little bit. Kind of wish there was just a type in option. Poo. Poo. Food goes to poo. Te. Right there. Yo. Yo. Yoru. Usage notes. Re. Re is this one. They kind of try to trip you up and say, hey, these are all the same thing. No, it's not. This is re. Somehow I never got that confused, which is interesting. Pia! Gotta look for the little poppy thing. Pia. And this ya version. Ropyakuin. Ah, ropyakuin. 600 yen. Why does it go to ropya? Usage notes. Alright, I guess people add little notes here in case you have trouble. Ah. Ame. I think this one is ne? Ne. Nothing else seems to fit anyway. Ne. Looks like a cat stretching. I don't know about that. I guess the community notes does help. If you're having trouble with something. I never actually used it until now, so that's interesting to see. To. Pio. Ja. Oh, they don't go JYA, they just go JA. I guess technically that's correct. I'm just so used to seeing JYA for Ja. P. He goes to P. Except, no, he doesn't go to P. Ha. Bio. Ja, ja, za. Welcome, Hitsuji Niku. I think that's how you say your name, right? Hitsuji Niku? Pew. Pew? Pew. Where do you use pew? I've never seen a word that uses pew. Mu. Mukashi mukashi. Muzoi. Ri. Ringo. Sho. No, that's not sho. Oh, this is she. Which goes to G. And then goes to yo. So jo. Jo, this one. Nyo. Nyo. Ko. Ko. Chu. Chu is this one. So this is chi with the U, so chu. Chusha. Oh. Now I know what an injection is. It's a weird one to learn in the first thing in the morning. Myo. Myo. Who? Like that? That one's actually a fun hiragana to look at. Oh. Ke. Kemushi. Kemushi, hairy caterpillar. It's kind of funny though. Mushi just means insect. But I guess it extends all the way to worms and stuff. Well, I guess it's not technically a worm. Caterpillar is not technically a worm, but still. Bia. Sanbyakuen. Sanbyakuen, 300 yen. Biu. Cho. Chokin? Putting money aside. Interesting. Chokin. I get, well, kin is, in this case, it refers to money, but cho. Don't think I've run into that yet. Yeah? Ryakugo. I thought it was just called the Rakugo. No, unless Ryakugo is something else different. Oh wait, abbreviations? I think. Bo. Be. He to be. Bento. Ta. Right there. Hyo. He. Hyo. Hyojo. Facial expression. Ah, yes, I have run into this in the kanji version. Nice reinforcement there. I think this is... crap. I think this is mu. It's either mu or mo, but I think it's... mo. Let's try mo. Hey, okay. Got almost confused. Ju. She is just this one over here. Shinbun, newspaper. Ho. Ooh, tricky. One is ha and one is ho. I think this one is ha, the one with a single strike. And the one with two strikes is ho. Ho ho. Ka, this one. Kaban. He. That one. Cha. Chawan. Ah, is that what it's called? Rice bowl, chawan. Chawan? One is the bowl? Wait, so what's a donburi then? What's a donburi then? 3 more levels into your next evolution. I guess they have little goals over here to help you get motivated. It's nice that they have extra stuff other than just lessons. Okay, let's get through the rest of the hiragana then. I'll try to go through this as fast as I can. New in hospitalization. There is a kanji for this. There is a kanji for that. Wasabi. Me. This one. The one without the little curly at the end. Yeah. Hya. 100 yen. 100 yen. Hyaku. Hyaku is 100. Hyaku is 100. Me. Mikan. Wo. Or is it wo or o? Wo. Oh. Pronunciation is weird. It's definitely doesn't look like it. I see. Pa. I think this one's pa. Yeah. Denpa. Q. Nya. Konyaku. I'm surprised that that's what they use for an example. Ooh, write this one. Une, to ship. Gyo. Gyoza. I haven't had gyoza in a while. Su, this one. The other one was u. Sukue. That's what a desk is. Huh. Ba, this one. The one with the little marks on the top. Well, the little apostrophe looking things. Quotation marks. Ra. Rakuda. Oh, I didn't know there was a Japanese word for camel. Rakuda. No. Nori. I. Inu. E. Enpitsu. Ni. Niji. Rainbow. Mia is this one. There we go. Ya. Yama. Ho goes to po, so this one. Sanpo. Da. Daruma. Ryu. This one. Oh, actually a dragon. Actually a dragon in the example. Shu. So shu is the she with a u at the end, so this one. Shumi, hobby. Sa. There we go. Saru. Hugh. Ryo. Ryori, cooking. That reminds me, I need to cook tomorrow. I need to cook tomorrow. Hey. Heavy. Okay, this one throws me off every single time. It's either ro or ru, but I think ru has a little curly thing at the end over here, so I'm gonna say ro. There we go. Rosoku. Ah, candle. Gya. Gyaku? Oh! Huh. Never... I think I've heard this like every once in a while, but... So... This was... Soji, cleaning. Usagi. Su. Suika. Of course it's Suika. Of course they would use Suika. So Su goes to do, Zu, whatever the heck. How do you pronounce this? Zu. But why the D at the front? That just makes it... Mikatsuki, but it has D? Why? Jikanda. Ne. No, wait. This is ne, right? No, but the curly thing makes me think it's new. I'm gonna go with new. A. Se. Se. Ge is ke with a mark. Genki. Genki is lively and also are you well? Genki desu ka? Tabe tabemashita ka? Did you eat? Tabemashita ka? Mew right there. Ki yu gyu. There we go. Gyunyu. Cow's milk. I guess if you get any other type of milk, it would probably change a little bit. Oh no! Wait, I see the gyunyu now. Gyu would be the cow portion and new would be the milk. So what's konyu? I feel like I've heard of konyu before. Dango! Dango Kaomoji. Alright. Last of the hiragana. There we go. Saw goes to Zo. Zo. Elephant. I do wonder if Japan, before being exposed to the outside world, has run into some of these animals. Because I feel like it'd be difficult to just come up with names on the spot for these kinds of things. Kya goes, kya, ki, ya, kya. Kyaku. Oh, guess, okyaku. Okyaku, customer. Te goes to de, densha. I. Na. So this is something else. Let's go with this one first. Na. Nabe. Gi. Key with a mark. Ginkgo. Time to rob a bank. Shashin. Go is this one. Ko with a mark. Go. Gohan. Zu. Zundamochi. Edamame rice cake. Oh wait, I have heard of Zunda before. At least, I don't think I've ever seen it in Tokyo, but I hear it's pretty popular around in Sendai. And I've been to Sendai once, but I've never run into Zunda over there. Then again, it was only for a day, so... Who goes to Gu? Kagu. Furniture, Kagu. Zabuton. Zabuton is a zabuton, but what is a zabuton? Zabuton is just what? A floor cushion, I think? Yeah, I think it's just a cushion. Buton, the buton portion is kind of like a futon, but the za is like sit on a cushion futon kind of thing. I think, could be wrong. That's what's making sense to me anyway. Bu, fu goes to bu, fubuki, or a buta. Chi is this weird one over here. Chizu. Chi, Z, G, D. Well, not G. D? Because there's a G already. But there's a different type of... But I guess it's also pronounced that. Huh. Hanaji or Hanachi? Hanaji. Hanaji. So it's pronounced G, but what's up with the D? That's confusing. Ka goes to ga. Gai shoku. Eating out. Gai. Going out. Shoku. Eat. Gai shoku. Gai shoku da. He goes to B. Kyo. Kyo. This one. Kyoryu. Dinosaur. Oh. I mean, I guess if you think about it, dinosaurs are kind of like ancient dragons, except not the type of dragons you're thinking about. But still, it has that vibe to it. Kyoryu, though. What's the Kyo portion here referring to? Yu. Yuki. Ro. No, we already did Ro. Ro is without the curly, so this is with the curly, so it's the Ru. There we go. Rusu, absence. No one's there. Kanban. Lots of signs in Japan. Sho. Dokusho? Dokusho. Oh, I have heard of this one. I ran into the kanji of this one in Wanikani. It's kind of weird though. It's pronounced doku as in poison, but it's still doku as in the reading kanji. Which is very weird. He goes to pe. Hoppe. Hoppe. Cheek. Se goes to ze. Zeikin. Tax. Really? We're talking about taxes now? To. Do. Doki doki. Doki doki. I'm going doki doki over my next, what do you call this? The next, interview I have to do. Apparently I have to go through another language, school interview. Just to make sure, hey, can you actually survive the school? And I'm like, I can understand, but I probably would have trouble reading and speaking. So this is me brushing up on things. Okay, we're in katakana now, my most hated writing. Probably even worse than kanji, to be honest. Because sometimes it's so difficult to figure out what the heck is going on here. Like this one. This one, I'm assuming it's a su with a thing on the side. And the only thing that makes sense here is the zoo. 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 This one. This one's weird. Dewdrops going down a long stroke. There's gotta be an easier way. Historically, zoo had a do sound. Nowadays, it's pronounced as zoo, making zoo and zoo sound the same. Most words historically written with zoo have been replaced with su, making it quite rare. Ah. But you still kind of need to know it in case you run into it. Got you. This is mu. Yeah. Jamu. Oof. Which one are you? I think this one is wa, but the only reason why I'm getting this one is because of the multiple choice. Otherwise, I could easily confuse it with something else. Wani. Ta. Takushi. Bia. Bia is this one. Myo. Mi-yo. Su. This one. Supun. Spoon. Spoon. I can't read katakana word crap. The pronunciation is so weird sometimes. Yeah. Yagi. What's this one? Fu? I get this and wa mixed up sometimes. But this is fu, right? Yeah. Furutsu. Why is fruit why does it sound plural in Japanese? What's wrong with just saying frutu? Frutu sounds weird, never mind. But still, why frutsu? Why frutsu? Ja. Ja? Ja? But the only one with a ya here is this one. But I shouldn't rely on that. No. I think no is just a single line. Yeah, noto. Ju. We have you and you, but this is gyu. Because this is ki, so this is ju right here. Ni. Okay. Nico Nico. Smile. He. Which I think looks exactly the same in hiragana now that I think about it. Makes it easy. Here. Okay. Q. This key with a U. Cubu. Cubu. Ha. Hankachi. Hankachi. Zo. Zo is... Okay, so is this slide looking thing with a drop on the side, single drop, and then the mark on the top. Zo. Zombie. It is October, watch out for zombies. Mi. Miruku. I wonder what's more common to call milk, Miruku or gyunyu. I don't think I've actually heard it outside in Japan. But I think in menus it's typically Miruku and not gyunyu. Te. Teburu. I forgot what desk was. Q, Gu, Gu. There we go. P, 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 P. Piano. So. Okay. Here it's a little bit easier to tell apart which one is which. But I think this one that's a little bit more vertical is so. And this one that's a little bit more horizontal is not no, but the other one. We'll get to it. I think it's this one though. So, sofa. Nya, ni, ya. Hyo, hyo. Hyo, leopard. Really? I think it's Joe. I think this one's Joe. It's the only thing that makes sense on the list anyway. So this is, if this is Joe, so that would be she. The she that goes to G and then yo. So sho. Jo. 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 Ryu. Ryu is Ri and Yu, that one. Ryuku, rucksack. Ryuku. Mia. Mia is me and ya. Go. Jo. Ah, so it's the cho with a mark. So cho. Chi. Chi. Ji, yo, jo. Cho. I hear cho, but it's also jo. Ke. Ke is this one. It's a weird one. Mew. Me, you. Poo. That's P. This is poo. The foo goes to poo. Pudding. You. The little hook looking thing. UFO. UFO. It's not UFO, it's UFO. I guess that makes sense in a way. Let's see. Chu? No. Chu, Ju. Ju or do? I think it's this one. I think it's a Ju. No, it's not. It is not. Even though they sound pretty much identical. Okay, fine. Ho goes to po. Potetto or potechi. Some people say potechi anyway. I think this one is chi. Chizu. But don't confuse it with the other Chizu, which is a map. Ri. Rida, leader. Se. This one. Seta. 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 I would have not guessed that if I read this in text. I would have struggled to figure out what the heck this thing is. Seta. Where's the sweat? No. Natsu. But not Natsu as in summer. Nuts. Natsu. I guess Natsu is different. The emphasis is a little different. Ke goes to ge. This is the one I missed earlier. I said Ju earlier, but it's technically the same sound. It's technically the same sound. Okay. Still have like quite a bit more of katakana to go through. Nu. Go. Canoe. I guess I have seen canoes in Japan. Oh. Oriborio. What? Oriborio? Oribu. Oh, Oribu. Oribu oil. Oh, okay. Gosh, I have no idea how to read these. Chu. Chu. Churrosu? Churros. I mean, you're not wrong. But churros is plural rather than singular, which makes it a little bit weird to read. New. Menu. I have seen this quite a bit. Hot dog. Pyo. Kirin. It's funny though. We have Kirin as in a giraffe, but there's also Kirin, the kind of Kirin whatever fauna is Kirin, which is a different mythological creature. Pia. Yeah, right here. Gyarari. Garari? Garari. Okay, it's Gya here. But it's Garari here. But it's pronounced. It has the Gya thing at the end. I'm a little confused. Sa. Ooh, I think I get thrown off by this quite a bit. Sa. Right there. Sandwich. Ne. The weird looking one. It looks like a necktie if you really stare at it. Nose, necktie, neko. Oh, I guess there's a symbol for that. Looks like a tree root. I don't know. I just kind of take it as is. Hue. He, you. Ki goes to Gi. Gita. Ra. This one. The wa with the thing on top. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That's just gonna confuse me for later. Ranchi. I don't think I've heard of anyone say ranchi. I keep hearing hirugohan more than ranchi. I think this one is cho. Plain and simply cho. Chocoreto. Gyo. Gi, yo, gyo. Mo. This one. Mopu. I. This one. Iruka. Nyo. Yeah, that's a yo. Nyo. Gnocchi. Gnocchi is nochi, but it looks like dumplings instead from here. I don't think I've actually ever had gnocchi before. Not that, or gnocchi before. I don't think I've actually done that. Ko. Koara. Gu. There you go. Gumi. I guess I can kind of see the gumi here. It's a little weird. Cho cha. Cha 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 cha. Chatto. Messaggi. Chatto. Okay. The only thing that makes sense on this list is su. But this is... How do people... My son's Shih Tzu has a lot of tricks. Son Shih Tzu. Son Shih Tzu. The Shih Tzu has a lot of ticks. 2 ticks each. My son only has a couple from petting his dog. 1 tick each. The outer 2 have more vertical ticks that follow the V pattern. Because when you go to outer space, you launch it vertically. The inner 2 have more horizontal ticks that follow the... What pattern is this? Thing pattern. Because then you have inner peace. I think that's not a bad way. Son Shih Tzu. Son Shih Tzu. But I still have trouble trying to figure out which one is which. Su though. Su. Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu. Sheep is running away from the tsunami. Sumarana, you look down at your feet. I'm not seeing the down. This looks more like up to me. The 2 strokes are pointing down, creating a U shape in Su. I guess it looks more like that compared to Shi. But the thing I see with Shi and Su is it looks more like a smiley face, and that throws me off a lot. Meanwhile, I can't tell if it's vertical or horizontal with So and N. Stroke order here is vital. I don't know if it makes much sense to me. Left or counterclockwise? Hey GNG, welcome. I have met my usual enemy, the So, N, Shi, and Su. I only got this from what do you call this? By being the only possible choice in a multiple choice. But I'm going back to basics for Japanese because I did horrible in a interview for a language school. They're giving me a second chance, but I need to brush up on a lot of stuff, it seems. So, getting back into this. Just the basics, not any fancy kanji or anything like that. Ri, yeah. So right now we're going through hiragana and katakana, and then we'll go through some basic words and a little bit of grammar. Hopefully we can do a little bit of grammar, because that's the main thing I screwed up on with my interview. Ha! Karasu. And there are a lot of crows in Japan, and they are big too. Whoa, the funky looking thing. Ooh, this one. Which one was this? So? So this is so, I think. The one that's more vertical. Is this other one? But I don't know how to keep that straight. This guy is still copy and pasting that same thing, but what's another way? A man is about to take a nap. A man is about to stand up and take a shower. So, oh, that's actually a good one. I'm gonna like that one. That's probably been there forever, but I like that one. If the short stroke is elongated, it will touch the long stroke to make a shape like a carrot. Pen. That's a little too complicated. I like this one. The man is taking a nap. It looks like it's more horizontal, so that's an N. Okay. It's a little bit easier. I still can't differentiate she and su though, but that's not bad. So this would be ja? It's either ja or da. It's probably da. Ja! It's ja. Ja. Okay. He. Hinto. I need a lot of hints. Ice cream. Or just aisu sometimes. The other one doesn't seem to like streaming. Is it an account thing? I wonder. Is it working on better on that account? Pew. Computer. I think Pasacom refers to a laptop more than that. I guess this would be more like a desktop. Me. Me is this one. Yeah. E. That looks like an I, but still this. I know what I've noticed in some people's streams is I've had to lower the resolution, like by a lot. Like normally I watch people at 720, but if they're live, sometimes I have to like bring that down to 480. Otherwise, the stream feed doesn't keep up for whatever reason. 2 PCs, one for entertainment, one for serious. Different settings. Ah, I see. Bio. So this is a Ru. Ruru. Ruru. Bu. Ryo. So Ri and Yo. To. Tomato. I still say tomato. I say tomato, you say tomato. No, I say tomato, you say tomato. Tomato sounds more like the British pronunciation. Yo. Yoga. Yoga. Ta goes to da. But who says potato? Al Gore, apparently. So this is ja. So she. So this has to be she. If this is she, that goes to G, and it goes to yeah. So ja. Okay. It's a little confusing. Cabbage. Nice. Alright, the last set of katakana, and then we can move on to some vocabulary stuff. Do. Tsoto, do. Donatsu. I still don't get why they make some of these singular words into a plural sounding thing. Like, why? It doesn't make any sense. Ha goes to ba. Bata. Sho. Okay, so we have two things with a yo here. But this is gyo. This is the only thing that could be sho, but we need to know why it's sho. This is a she. I think. I think that's a she. So you just add the yo. And that makes it sho. He goes to be. Benchi. It's kind of funny though. If you really want to communicate in Japanese but don't know what some of the words are in Japanese, you can say the approximate English pronunciation for you can say the approximate Japanese pronunciation for the English word, and it will sometimes go through. Other times they get confused, but they eventually get it. So I feel like Japanese these days is just basically Japanese English with Japanese grammar and such. But you can probably get away with Japanese English to a certain degree. Would not recommend, but still. D, G. So this is she, goes to G. No! What? I hate these same pronunciation things getting mixed up. Historically had a D sound. That's why. That's why. Re. Remon. Shu. So the she, you, shu. Shu kurimu. Cream puff. I've had these a couple of times. I still don't know what to make of it. Maybe because it's usually served cold? I don't know if it's supposed to be served cold, but it doesn't really do it for me. The cream part is pretty creamy, but maybe because it's cold, the pastry portion, the puff pastry portion, doesn't really have a very good mouthfeel to it. Like, it's very papery. Sometimes papery is okay. In this case, it's not. Ma. Mike. Ka goes to ga. Garasu. She. This one. Shitsu. Sheets. Boo. Boo, 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 boo. Fu goes to boo. Butsu. Ooh. They all look similar, but they're all different. This is fu down here. Doesn't have the mark. This is wa. Has the mark. This is oo. Has the mark and has a little thing on top. It's not an evolution. It's far from being an evolution, but I guess if you really want to think about it, this one looks closest to you. In some demented looking way. Let me see how people remember it. I only have, it's basically by sheer brute force, I just remember that. To differentiate between fu and wa, this one has more details than the other two in the simplest sounds. It has the most details, but has the simplest sound. Yeah. I think that's what you said. Yeah. I do feel like this is one of the ones that a lot of people have trouble with. While me, I have the so un shitsu. Ze zero. Or maru is also another way to say 0. Pa pa pan. The nice thing about pan, the nice thing about bread, is that it can be pronounced the same way in multiple languages and people will understand what you're saying. Biru. Though be careful how you pronounce biru, otherwise it becomes a building instead. Quite two different things. Sha. So this is shi, ya, sha. Shawa. Kya. Karameru. Kyo. Ke goes to ge. No, wait. That's not ke. This is ze. Sa. So this is a sa with a mark, so it goes to za. Pizza. So this is te, it goes to de. Desato. Zu. Su goes to zu. Zubon? Really? That's what pants are. Or trousers, I suppose. I feel like if you tell someone in the US what, like, you wear trousers, they're gonna look at you funny, but they might have an idea what you're saying. Meanwhile, trousers are the common word for pants in most UK-speaking countries. But if you say pantsu or pants, it means underwear to those people. Pe is this one. Head goes to pe. Petto. This one is, I think, G. This is G. It's a little bit too vertical to be su. Yeah, and the US people would be very confused by pantsu. Jimu. Jim. Ho goes to bo. Boto. I don't know if I ever heard of boto, but okay. Ke. No, ku. This is ku. It's a little bit weird. Big slash is a cut. Of course. Ku. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Roll. Just don't get this confused with the kanji that looks basically exactly the same. Ko goes to go right there. So DG, it's this one. I just gotta remember that this has a D pronunciation, but it's pronounced G in modern times. Okay, that gets us through Teru Teru Bozu, or Teru Teru Bo is what they call. No, I said the Teru Teru Bozu. It's a nice little thing to just hang out when it's about to rain, but I don't think it really does anything. Anyway, that does it for the hiragana and katakana reviews. Let's see. Well, let's go to the Japanese word basics. I haven't touched any of these. So this is gonna be new territory for me, but this is basically just vocabulary on this part, so no grammar just yet. But it's nice that they gave you kanji and furigana on top of here. Like, I already know some kanji, quite a decent amount of kanji, but it still helps to get this. Noun, student, especially university student. Gakusei? Really? Specifically university? Gakusei. I mean, I would just say student at that point, unless there's something specific. Gakusei. I guess you can also write it if you want to, but I am not very good at writing, and I've never learned the stroke order. Can't think of a single word that uses G or D. I can't either. I think if you use I think if you're trying to Romanize some people's names, then it makes a little bit more sense. But other than that, I can't think of it. I wanted to get back to the picture. Welcome, by the way. Gakuse, alright. Nihonjin, Japanese person. the very stereotypical Japanese person with the kimono. I mean, how else are you gonna tell them apart in art, right? You gotta have the wafugu, the clothes, the Japanese clothes. Americas. Why did they use Barack Obama for American? I feel like the stereotypical American for the longest time before Barack Obama was probably Bill Clinton or some other random white person. But now it's Barack Obama, according to Renshuu. Really? Okay, that's just hilarious. America Jin. American. Anata, you. He's a popular figure most would know. I guess in modern times. Yeah. You, traditionally polite in reference to someone of equal or lower status, now often regarded as rude or distant. Though I guess if you're with a significant other, Anata can be more intimate in that context. I mean, generally pronouns aren't really used a whole lot in Japanese from what I could tell. You avoid personal pronouns as much as possible, unless you're trying to emphasize something. Secondary pronouns, the pronouns you would refer to someone else, is kind of rare. Now that I think about it, it's kind of rare. Most people would either refer to them as name or imply it some other way. But when you're directly talking to someone and you're trying to tell them as you, there's several ways to go about it. Anata is not one of them, typically. It's either kimi, omae, teme. Maybe not those last two. Kimi I hear every so often, but I feel like that's also kind of rude sometimes. But if you don't know what their name is, maybe kimi would be the next best thing? I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult. Noun, doctor, isha, physician. Isha, we have medicine and we have person over here. Isha. Isugashi, busy. Wow, they really went all in on the art over here. With the ironing, taking care of the pets, the breastfeeding, and the phone, and the alarm clock. Really, they went as far as breastfeeding. Is this safe for YouTube still? I think it's okay. You can't see anything. Busy, occupied, hectic, restless, isugashi. That's the kanji. Kuruma. By itself is kuruma, car. Put it with something else becomes sha. But for now, we'll just go with car. Takai. High, tall, expensive, high price. High level. Okay, I don't think I've heard of loud and high pitched with takai before. But I guess it makes sense if you're talking about something like takai koe? or something like that. Well, ko is voice. What's a general word for sound? I'm not quite sure. I do know takai as in high, tall, and expensive. But the loud and high-pitched one, I'm gonna have to learn. Takai. Enpitsu. I did not realize pencil had its own kanji. I haven't seen this one before. Enpitsu. And N has a thing for gold in the kanji. And you have sho, but with other stuff on top of it. What's this one? Yasui. Cheap, inexpensive, calm and peaceful and quiet. I haven't really run into the calm and peaceful definition for Yasui, but it's mostly cheap, right? It's mostly for cheap. Is the word for fast the same one as high? No, I think the word for fast is typically hayai, not takai. Hayai. And there's different variations of fast. The same root, it is not. I don't think it is. At least it's difficult to tell roots in Japanese. Like you know, in English you have various roots for different words, and you can kind of get their meaning if you know what the root name, what the root meaning is. They don't really have the same thing in Japanese that I could tell. There's some associations you could make, but because of how the language is, it's not as easy to find a root. It's more like maybe it's easier to find an association, but when they converted the language, well, not converted. So keep in mind that Japanese was always spoken first. Writing came later, and probably because of that, they had to figure out the different kanji they would use for the words. And I guess technically, if you had the same kanji between hayai and takai, you can kind of guesstimate that they were somewhat associated, but they don't have the same kanji. So the association is not really there. But I don't know how the association between tall and expensive came from. I guess you can probably say if the price is high, the price is expensive. Price is expensive, the price is high. It kind of makes sense in that sense. I don't know. There's weird little things that just history has. What do you call this? Has decided, basically. There's quite a few of that. Sushi. I've seen shi. I haven't seen su. Don't know what the kanji is referring to, but we got a kanji for sushi apparently. Oishii, good tasting, nice, delicious, attractive. An attractive offer, an attractive opportunity. Oh, in that sense. Okay. So that's a new one. It would make sense then. If you don't say someone is oishii as if they were food or an attractive person. You use a different word for that one. Kyo, today. Sometimes I want to read this as something else. Imanichi. No, that doesn't sound right at all. Kyo, though. Basically, you have the kanji for now and day. So, today. Now and day, today. This day. Atsui, hot weather. Uncomfortably warm. just hot in general, I think would be good for that. Ashita. Tomorrow. We still have day, so that's a good hint. And then you have asa, which is, I think, morning? I'm not... Actually, I don't remember what this one was supposed to refer to. I think it's the next... No. Is there a... Oh, they do have little notes here. Brightness of the moon. What? Kunyomi asa. Bright light. I guess it just refers to tomorrow. It's been a while. Show details. Bright and light. May have to shrink this on the screen a bit. If I ever pop this out again. Okay, nice that you can click on the kanji. Doyobi, Saturday. Just kind of have to memorize that at that point. Saturday, Saturn. That's where it gets the do part. Death? I don't know. I was gonna make a video on the days of the week, and then for some reason I scrapped that idea. Shikken, test, examination, trial, experiment. Also works. It's a test regardless. Muzukashi? I was reading down here and they had the furigana up there. Difficult, hard, troublesome, complicated. Euphemistic, impossible. We just go Muzui at that point. Muzui is also the same thing as Muzukashi, except apparently that one is Kansai. It would be fun to learn Kansai, but I feel like I need to learn Standard first before I go into Kansai. Or you can just learn straight into Kansai. Really trip people up that way. Shinsetsu. Shinsetsu, kind, gentle, considerate, generous, friendly. The graphics they use are a little bit weird sometimes, but I get it here. It's a little baby. Genki, lively, healthy, well, fit, energetic, all those. You sometimes hear Genki desu ka? Are you okay? It's not they're asking, are you lively? Are you energetic? You could also ask in that sense, but it's not common. Let's see. Kyo. Kyo wa today. Student, especially a university student, gakusei. Why do you not bring the kanji? Because I guess you don't. I guess they don't expect you to learn kanji right now. So gakusei right here. Atsui, hot. America-jin, American. Anata, you. Enpitsu, pencil. Isha, doctor or physician. Muzukashi, difficult. Ashita, tomorrow. Cheap, inexpensive, calm, yasui, read this one. Takai, high, expensive, tall. Examination, exam, trial, shikken, shikken. Genki, live, healthy, well. Genki, right there. Nihonjin, Japanese person. Shinsetsu, kind, gentle, considerate, all those words. Sushi is sushi. I'm surprised they have like an actual dictionary thing over here. Range of dishes made with vinegared rice. Sushi officially prolongs your life. I guess that was the kanji for life. Longevity. Congratulations. One natural life. Oh, that's what the soup portion of sushi is. Sour sushi, archaic. She. But there's a modern sour. Originally, sushi was a form of salted and fermented fish packed with vinegared rice to speed up fermentation. The kanji are teji, chosen for their positive connotations, longevity, and office for the clientele. Ah, I see. Nice that we get a little entomology lesson from other people in the comments here. Hello Yuki, welcome. How's it going? We're going through some vocabulary words right now. I went through all the hiragana and katakana reviews, but I'm going through some basic Japanese right now because I have a what do you call this? I have a interview, a second interview with a language school. Apparently, I didn't do so well in my first interview, but they were giving me a second chance to see if I would do better. Honestly, it's my verbs that I need a lot of work on, but we're going through all the basics. So I mean, if I don't get into the language school because my Japanese is terrible, that's okay. It's kind of funny though, you need to have a minimum level to enter language school among all the other hoops. But I guess it depends on the school, right? It depends on the school. The one I applied to specifically was asking for a minimum level, and fair enough. If I don't clear the bar, that just means I go to plan B. Plan B. Well, plan A would have been I get accepted to language school and live in Japan for about a year, experiencing that kind of thing. And plan B would be not living in Japan, but instead traveling for about 3 months. Which means I would have to quit my job, but hey, quitting my job was supposed to happen earlier this year, but I'm sticking around because I wanted to work on the channel a bit more. Truth be told, I wanted to work on the channel a bit more. That's why I'm sticking around for a little bit longer in my job currently. As well as, I guess, supposedly to build up a little bit more funds for said travel. Like, you know, after the travel is done, I gotta go somewhere, right? So we'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out. It's a bit scary to think about the future, but we'll see. I don't know about what Plan C would be. I suppose if Plan B does kick in, that's a very temporary thing, and if I do a Plan C would be to go to a lower level language school, or maybe Plan C is go back to work, which, as much as possible, I would like not to do. But we need money in this world. It's kind of difficult otherwise. Anyway, let's busy, restless, isokashi, car, automobile, wheel, caster. I've never heard of it for that one. Kuruma, caster, wheel, like the actual thing on the wheels. I guess these days people are stressing the pitch accent a little bit more. Kuruma, I don't know. I feel like if you say it flat enough, it would still be okay, but technically, I don't know. Oishii, good tasting. Oishii or oishi. they can't even agree on a single pitch accent because there's 2 different pitch accents, it seems. Saturday, doyobi. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's an hour and a half already. Am I gonna be able to get through all the vocab stuff? Let's do one we'll do the grammar stuff when it gets closer to the end. Apparently I can only do 1 grammar thing per day. Or maybe I can speedrun that? I don't know. We'll do 1 more set of vocab and then we'll touch grammar a tiny bit. I should touch the gotcha. Hima. Spare time, free time, leisure. Time it takes to do something. I feel like a lot of times when I hear Hima, it's usually someone who is a bit on the lazy side? I don't know. I guess this is the kanji for it. Spare time, rest, leisure. Leave of absence. Hima. There's a he, there's the sun over there, but the rest of it's kind of a weird mix I've never seen before. Kaisha-in, company employee, office worker, white-collar worker. Kaisha-in. Hansamu. Really? Really? I guess that's that's a vocab word. Hansamu. Koko, here. As in this location. This location right here. Is there no Japanese word for attractive men? I guess if you think of attractiveness, there's bijin or... There's bijin, but bijin generally refers to women. But I don't know about men specifically. At least not that I'm aware of. And we have Barack Obama again for the 2nd time. He is Yume, he is famous. Ikemen, that's true. Ikemen does exist. I guess we're just getting more loan words now in the Japanese language that, like I said earlier, if you just try to get the approximate pronunciation of English words in Japanese, they might be able to understand you. And that's a huge might. That's a huge might. Yume, famous, but also possess, have, exist, happen, approximate. And this is name, specifically name. Bijin... Wait a minute. Binan. I don't know if anyone actually says Binan though. Because we have Bijin, we have Binan, right? I don't know if anyone actually says Binan. Have you ever heard Binan before? I don't think I have. It'd be very esoteric. Kore. So we have Koko, which is here, but we have Kore, which is also this, but not necessarily a location. Just a thing that's close to you, specifically. Pen is a pen. Kore wa pen desu. Kore wa pen desu. Ooh, pixel art. Heya. Room, chamber. Apartment, I guess. I mean, with the size of apartments in Japan, it might as well just be a room sometimes. Also, a sumo stable. I did not know this. Heya. What is this? Nichiyobi! Welcome guys to Nichiyobi, not Nichiyobi Sundays. Welcome guys to Nihongo Sundays. Nihongo Nichiyobi. Nihongo Sundays. Nihongo and Sunday has sun in it, so hence the pun. I don't actually use it that often, but it is there. Nichiyobi, Sunday, sun. It's weird if you look at it too closely. Nichiyobi Sunday has a nice ring to it. You're also saying Sunday twice, so I don't know. I don't know if what that says. That's literally your apartment. This tiny little thing. Wow. Where do you go take where do you go take a dump? Where do you go to eat? Well, I guess you can eat in your own room, but where do you go take a dump? This looks like a prison cell. Not gonna lie. Don't know, just ask my online dictionary. I can write Japanese myself now. I'm at father's computer. Ah, okay. Got you. Koibito, lover. But there's also I guess there's a different word for this. What is it? Aijin? Aijin would be the mistress, right? But koibito is the one you want for a significant other. Daigaku, university, college. We have gaku, which is the school learning portion. Learning specifically according to this. And dai for big. Big learning is the college. Daigaku. Sensei! If you've been in Blue Archive, you probably have seen this kanji quite a bit. Or the hiragana, so... Sensei, teacher, instructor. There's a lot of senseis, by the way. Just because they're called sensei doesn't mean they're a teacher or a doctor. But apparently it's also an honorific. So it's a little bit difficult. When you call someone sensei, you have to... Or someone is called sensei, sometimes you have to clarify, what kind of sensei are you? Like, you know how manga artists are called sensei a lot of times, right? So the mangaka is also called sensei. Koibito can be misleading because lovers has a different meaning from boyfriend, girlfriend. I think in English, generally, koibito would be your significant other. But I guess a nuance is more like a lover, right? Camera is a camera. Journal, what is this? Zoshi? Zashi. I don't think I've run into this kanji before. What is this? Miscellaneous. Za. 14 strokes. Shi. Documents. I haven't run into either of these kanji before. Where's the pronunciation here? Onyomi-shi. Primary school. Reading is typically learned in Japanese school. Oh. Are you telling me that elementary schoolers would know this kanji? I see. Sure. Oh no. Elementary schoolers can read this. Wow. Zashi. Where's the za? Za. I guess za. Zashi. Sore. That one. Close to the listener. Hon. Book. Volume. This. Present. Main. Head. I guess various interpretations for hon. By itself, it just means book, but you can also use it in conjunction with other things to mean the origin of something, the main thing, or the real thing, as with honmono, the real thing. Are, that thing, away from both you and the listener. What's this? Nihongo, Japanese, of course. Nihon. And this is also why they call it the land of the rising sun, because sun, origin. I guess technically, what would be what countries would see the sun first in the Pacific? Whatever is the little islands and Micronesia are, or something like that. But when you think of a big country, I guess Japan is one of them. It does rise pretty early there, so I can see where the the idea came from. Jisho dictionary, and we have jisho.com, which is pretty nice for looking up kanji. Jisho, right? And word, but also other stuff. Tomodachi. Tomodachi. We have friend, and we have accomplished reach. We have reached friendship. We have reached friendship. We have accomplished friendship. We have arrived at friendship. We have attained friendship. Hence, we are friends. Tomodachi. Handsome. There we go. Who is this? Is this Johnny Depp? Is this a younger Johnny Depp that I just don't recognize? Room chamber, that's Heya. Okay. What is this? Oh, this is a sculpting room. It's like, what kind of room is this? I almost got freaked out. Hima, spare time, free time. Kaisha-in. Kaisha-in is a company employee. Kaisha, company. Yume, famous or well-known. Okay, let's see how famous this thing is. Where is this, guys? What do you think this is? I have been through here before, and never have I seen it this empty. If you ever see this place this empty, it's only maybe for a split second, or maybe really early in the morning, where no one else goes through. Where in Japan, though? It's a given that's in Japan. Where in Japan? Can't remember. Alright. This one is in Fushimi Inari, near Kyoto. Fushimi Inari is known for these bunch of torii gates, and this is specifically on the lower levels. And because it's such a huge tourist area, you're gonna see a lot of people through here. It's really hard to get this shot these days. But the higher you go on the Fushimi Inari, there's a Inari mountain, technically, right next to the Fushimi Inari Taisha, which is the shrine, the Fushimi Inari shrine. Then it's technically on a mountain, and you can keep going up and up and up on the mountain. And the higher you go, the less people you will see. At least most people will stop when there's a split. Let me see if I can find my picture of that particular split. I probably won't have it because I lost a lot of pictures from that first trip. But maybe I can find a... Maybe I can find maybe you can find it on the second trip. Kyoto. Let's see. Not this one. That's Meiji Jingu. Not Meiji Jingu. That was Kiyomizu. That was Kiyomizu. Did I take a picture of Fushimi Inari? It might not be on this reel. It'll take too long to go through these pictures. I got literally thousands of pictures. Anyway. Pretty nice place to still visit, though I don't know how busy it is these days with the supposed over-tourism in Japan is. But really, the over-tourism problem is because most people a lot of people go to the same places. They all go to Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka. Those main three, for whatever reason. I mean, Kyoto, you arrived there, so that's a given, and Kyoto is gigantic. Osaka, pretty famous for its food scene, but I feel like most people don't go outside Dotonbori, and they probably should. Kyoto is because of all the shrines and temples and all the other stuff around there. So I get it. I get it. And if it's your first time in Japan, I can see why you would do that. Northeast Kyoto is underrated. What's in the northeast of Kyoto? Let me double check. Japan guide. What's in northeast Kyoto? I don't remember the regions in Kyoto very well, but I have gone a decent northern Kyoto, western Kyoto. I guess let's look at northern Kyoto. Northeast Honshu? Oh, you mean in Tohoku? I do like Tohoku quite a bit. I would recommend exploring Tohoku. The only thing about Tohoku that I feel like for Tohoku to be appreciated, you would need to love nature, right? Tohoku in general is a very mountainous area. It's a very rural area, and it doesn't have the glitz and glamour that Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto have, which for a first-time visitor to Japan, you just don't really see the appeal of the mountains and the countryside of Japan for the most part. So I get why a lot of people would skip that, and most people would just stop at the main three or go back to the same three over and over again because that's where they feel most comfortable. If you're a city person, you're not gonna like the nature as much. At least some city people don't. Anyway, but if you have a little bit of an adventurous spirit, I feel like going outside to where it's not so crowded, seeing most of the nature stuff is really great. I personally do not like Tokyo. I have said this many times. I do not like Tokyo. It doesn't mean I don't have places in Tokyo I would like to explore. It just means I don't like to stay in Tokyo for longer than I have to, because it's so freaking crowded and it's so freaking busy. So I like to go to other places like Tohoku, where the mountains are. Let me actually put that on screen. Okay, maybe not that one because it doesn't show up very well. Let me get this other one over here. Let me see. I need to do something first. Bookmarks. There we go. Let me get it. I'm gonna go visit my favorite website for checking things out. Right here. JapanGuide.com. If you need an idea where to go and you don't want to watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos, this is a very good resource to go through. And if you want really nice onsen, sure, there's some onsen down south. Kyushu has quite a few nice ones. There's some in the Kanto area. I think there's one. Is it Saitama? No, Gunma. Gunma has Kusatsu Onsen. I kind of want to visit that at some point. But some really nice ones are out here in Tohoku. Nyuto Onsen is one of them. And there's also a lot of just nature. There's a lot of really old temples and shrines you can go out here and check out. I guess Zao Onsen is close to a nice ski resort. I've never done that before, but it's something to check out if you like skiing, I suppose. But most of your nature is gonna come around here in Tohoku and even Hokkaido. The thing with Hokkaido is it's so freaking gigantic. The nature stuff is all the way out here, literally in the wilderness. And you might want to have an extended stay in Hokkaido. Like when I say extended stay, at least a week or two, to fully appreciate this area, which I have yet to do. But yeah, most of your nature is going to be around there. But I guess if you want city stuff in Tohoku, Sendai's not terrible. Morioka is also not terrible. But I think this place also lights up the best when when festival season is coming around. So yeah. Anyway, as far as what you can see there, like I said, mostly nature. Mostly nature. The one place I have been to in Tohoku that I feel like not a whole lot of people have gone to is this one, Osore-san. Osore-san is basically in the middle of freaking nowhere. And I have been there twice. Once because I couldn't get to Aomori in time, and another time was to show someone else this place. But it is a treat to go to if you manage to make it all the way out here in Tohoku. It's basically what it is a Buddhist temple out in the mountains that seems to be enshrouded in fog for most of the year. And it has a very interesting atmosphere with all the rocks, with the sulfuric lake. I think it's sulfuric, or at least there's a lot of sulfur in there. You can smell the sulfur a little bit in the air. But words and pictures cannot describe how otherworldly this place is. You just have to try and get there, but it does take forever and a half if you're not planning to go there. You cannot do it on a day trip. You could if you were close enough, but it's really difficult. It's really difficult. Anyway, back to this. University student, college, Daigaku, right here. Let's see here. This place, Koko. We got Koko here. This indicating an item near the speaker. Kore. Kore wa? Pen desu. Tomodachi, friend. Cute. Koibito, lover. Or significant other. Wow, that is a stock photo if I've ever did see one. Nichiyobi, Sunday. Teacher, instructor, sensei. Sensei's over here. What picture did they use for this one? I'm kind of curious. Whatever it is, it doesn't want to load. Sushi. Or Zoshi? Zashi. Zashi. That's the magazine. Zashi. I'm gonna have to learn that one. Dictionary. Jisho. Jisho down here. Camera is a camera. Nihongo. Nihongo. That's not it. Nihongo. Sore. Sore, that one. Are, that thing over there. Guess they're going bird watching or something. I don't know. Pen is a pen. Pen is a pen. Book, volume, this, main, hon, mono, book, hon. Okay. What time is it? We're getting up to 2 hours, guys. So we'll try to do a couple of Japanese grammar here really quick. Looks like we're gonna be doing adjectives for now. I'll be doing lessons and stuff on my own time also. But what I want to try to do for Sunday, at least for this month, is go back and do some reviews on this channel. And maybe just, talk about some Japan stuff at the same time. We'll try to do some lessons also, but we'll be doing mostly Renshuu. Get a more rounded experience. By the way, speaking of rounded experience, if you haven't heard, Wagotabi is now released on Android and iOS. Let me bring up the post here. Where is it? Where did it go? Wagotabi. If you haven't heard of Wagotabi, I've covered it on the channel a couple of times. But I feel like outside of Renshuu, this is the one game / app that I would recommend you check out if you want a slightly more immersive experience of learning Japanese. They really went all out on the ad, didn't they? But yeah, think Pokemon, think travel. That's basically how Wagotabi structures their game. And the way they review things is very interactive, very immersive. Like, Renshuu is great and all that. It's a nice lightweight review platform, learning platform. But if you want to try a little bit of more immersion, try Wagotabi. It's the next best thing to being immersed other than going to Japan itself. Which, sometimes it's a little difficult. Just saying. Anyway, spiel over. Not sponsored. I just like it a lot. Okay. Adjectives. E-adjectives, na-adjectives. They are named for their last character when they are attached to nouns. Okay. Let's see. Chisai. Chisai is a e-adjective, meaning small. Hon is a book, so it's a small book. Chisai hon. Okay. We also have a big book, okihon. We also have a cute dog, kawaii inu. That's a lot of E's right there. Imagine if Japanese was only in hiragana. Most of the time, they don't have spaces in between words, right? But they did add spaces between words in the Nintendo era of RPGs and games, which I don't see why we can't do that. But Japanese is weird. So we got this instead. It would be very hard if you didn't have kanji and all that other stuff, but I feel like there's gotta be a better way. Kawaii inu. Notice the word order is the same as in English. Adjective comes before the noun. Okay? Works the same way for non-adjectives. Let's look at the phrase above. What does this say? Shizukana. Shizukana hito. Quiet person. Shizuka means quiet. The na is often written in parentheses in a dictionary. More on that later. Okay. Hito is person, so the phrase means a quiet person. We could also have an energetic student. Genki na gakusei. Genki. Or we could have a pretty room. Kirei na heya. Funny thing about kirei is it has E at the end, but it's not an E adjective for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why. We can add these phrases into our A wa B des pattern that we already learned. Okay, so what we have here. We have Jisho wa oki hon desu. So Jisho wa, the dictionary is a large book. Jisho is a big book. The Jisho is a big book. The dictionary is a big book. Couldn't you just say oki Jisho desu? I guess this is to illustrate the point. Yeah. Let's see. Kanojo wa shizuka na hito desu. She's a quiet person. Shizuka na hito. You could also drop the noun and just place an adjective before des. Okay. Kanojo wa no. Jisho wa oki desu. Which is usually what most people would say. Don't need to be verbose. Would read as the dictionary is big. Also, kanojo wa shizuka desu. Notice that in this pattern, a wa adjective des, you do not include the na in the na adjective because it's not describing the person. Well, it doesn't have a verb, it doesn't have a noun attached to it, right? It is only used when modifying a noun, but if you're referring to a person, I guess it's not needed. This is why some dictionaries will write it as na in parentheses. Okay. It helps show that it is a na adjective, but lets you know that you don't always need it. Only if it's before a noun. Okay. Noted. Adjectives modify the noun that it directly follows it. Okay. Adjectives can also modify the topic of the sentence. How to use. I think we just kind of went over that. Okay. Testing time. Let's see. What would make sense here? Kare no. Wait. Something yume janai. Okay. Kare no kaisha. His company. Kare no kaisha wa yume janai. Company is not famous. Company is not famous. Gotcha. Let's see. Oh, we only get a des here at the end. Coffee. Kore coffee. Kore coffee wa oishii desu. This coffee is good. It's taste. No? Kore coffee? Oh, you don't put the wa there? Kore. Oh, I didn't put the wa in the right place. Kore wa oishii coffee desu. Really? Kare wa isugashii gakusei desu. I guess the oishii modifies the coffee, and that's why it's gotta be like that. I mean, I guess it's incorrect grammar, but people can understand me, right? People can understand me, right? What's this one? Yasashi. Yasashi. Anata wa yasashi gakusei desu. That's a weird thing to say. You are a kind teacher. Oh, no, that was in gakusei. Sensei. Sensei. Okay. Kanojo no tomodachi wa, your friend is not doing well. Genki janai desu. Genki janai desu. Her friend is not doing well. Kore Kore wa what's this? Kore wa zashi no ramen? Kore wa zashi no ramen? This magazine is about ramen? It's a ramen magazine? How would this be? Oh, what's this? Kore wa ramen no zashi. Oh, camera. Crap, where did I get ramen from that? There's a camera magazine. No, it's not a complex sentence, just like many English speakers would understand yoga's speech to a certain degree, I guess. But I guess we also need to learn the proper way of things, right? Gotta learn it properly to mess up a little bit. Grammar is difficult. I think grammar is like the most difficult thing for any language learner, right? Let's see. What is this? Utsukushii haha wa hito. Haha wa utsukushii hito. Mother is a beautiful person. Really? Mom is a beautiful person. That makes me feel weird things. What does it say? Okay, review time. Okay. Kamera wa kore wa kamera no zashi. This is a camera magazine. I'm a little confused though. Zashi no kamera, kamera no zashi? Is camera possessing the magazine journal here? A's B. A's B. Nihongo no sensei, kamera no zashi. Yeah, I guess the order here is a little bit confusing for me. I just need to get used to. Kore wa oishii coffee desu. Okay. I mean, I guess to me this sounds a little bit weird, but I guess this is the correct way to do it. So we're going with that. Negative and linking. Okay. We're up to 2 hours today, and I usually like to keep the language stuff to 2 hours. So we will save the... Well, I mean, I'll do the next lessons on my own time. But we'll do more grammar reviews next time, rather than... I think I spent a little bit too much time going over katakana and hiragana reviews today. So what I'll do on my personal time, or at least not on stream, is do the word basics. Well, we'll do some word basics. We'll probably do like an hour of word basics. And then we'll do another hour of actual grammar stuff on stream. But of course, I will do my own grammar learning over here on my personal time for the rest of the week. And then whatever grammar thing that we run into next time we do this, which I hope is next Sunday, we'll review that. Okay? I wish I could just do like Japanese study sessions every single day, but I am a gaming streamer, I guess, first and foremost, rather than Japanese learning, but I do like to do this on the side. It's nice and chill. It's nice and chill. It stimulates the brain. It stimulates the learning neurons. So, yeah. I hope you guys learned something from that. And I would recommend checking Renshuu out if you haven't yet. Like, I know we've done a lot of Walgutabi here for kanji learning, but if you want to at least get a start on grammar and basics, this would be the place to do it. If you can figure out how to navigate this site. But once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Oh yeah, I guess there was also these other lessons. We should go over these lessons next time also. These are kind of fun to do. Alright guys, thanks for dropping by. I'll see you all next time. I should have the the waiting rooms for most of the week later today. Alright, bye-bye.